everybody, Hallie O'Brien here. Welcome to the Snow Report. Today is January 2nd, 2026. Happy New Year! Whee! In my mind, I just thought I would edit some confetti dropping. Future Hallie, editing Hallie, will determine if that makes sense or not. But hosting Hallie thinks that's a great idea. Hallie, do you have multiple personalities? No, I just have multiple team members in my mind. We've got ourselves a little fan favorite here. This is the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA. This is a tall boy, okay? I happen to have one of these kicking around in the beer fridge at the studio, and we've had this one before on the show, but it's an oldie but a goodie. The ABV is 6.7%, and since this is more beer than a normal can, you just have to factor that in. It's like the real feel, you know what I mean? You have the temperature, and then you have the feels like temperature. So this, in theory, is only 6.7% ABV, but you're going to have more of it, so it's going to feel a lot stronger. So let's crack open. Excuse me. I left my voice in 2025, so bear with me. It's what you want to have happen when you're doing a podcast. Maybe this will turn into an ASMR channel. I'll just start whispering to you. I don't think we know each other well enough for that. Okay, we're going to open this up now. There she is. Family owned, operated, and argued over. We can all relate to that, especially after the holidays, right? All right, let's jump into this weekend's forecast. We're going to start in the Pacific Northwest because this is a really important expectation-setting forecast. This is not a one-and-done storm cycle. It's not going to be this big, massive snow event. Instead, Washington, Oregon, and coastal British Columbia are locked into a steady, lighter snowfall pattern. It's kind of a pattern where it snows a little bit, takes a short break, then snows again, and it's subtle. It's kind of sneaky, a little sneaky-like, Kind of like holiday eating. One cookie here, one mimosa there, a few meats and cheeses from the charcutes. Before you know it, you're full and a few pounds heavier. I am speaking from experience. The holidays have hit me hard. I got to start hiking or something. As she takes a sip of her beer. Looking ahead, this pattern's going to stick around through the weekend into next week. Lots of small systems rather than one major storm. Now, on to the region that inspired this week's beverage, the Sierra Nevada. We're talking California right now, guys. We are shifting gears because the Sierra is looking at a more meaningful storm. And when I say meaningful, I mean another big one, guys. Several resorts could pick up multiple feet of snow, especially at higher elevations. And this is all on the heels of a Christmas miracle. A Hallmark movie couldn't have written it better. It was like California had one of the worst starts. And then just it's as if Santa got a bunch of little notes from all of you people with skis and snowboards. And he's like, they don't want toys. They don't want a 3D printer. They don't need an iPad. They just want snow underfoot. 6 feet of snow right around Christmas for some areas. It was incredible. I mean, everybody, I just was so excited. I had third-party elation for everybody that was finally getting out on snow, for all the resorts that had been just waiting, especially the teams there. They're just, is it ever going to happen? And it finally did right in time for the holiday week, so that's great. And it looks like more is on the way, so I'm very happy and excited for you. Next week, the snow will taper off. Colder temps will help lock in what falls this weekend, so that's good. And it's going to be great. Just plan your travel accordingly, okay? Keep an eye on all of the necessary websites and updates to make sure that you get to and from the mountains safely. Moving on to the Rockies, we're looking at consistent and productive. Those are the two words. They're not sexy. Those words aren't sexy by any stretch, but consistent and productive. It's not a marquee storm like California, you know what I mean? But it's still something to be excited about. This weekend, we've got widespread snow across Utah and Wyoming. Favored areas in the northern and central Rockies could see a range of 10 to 30 inches. As far south as Steamboat this weekend. So anything south of Steamboat, you're probably not going to see much, maybe just a couple of inches, but anything from Steamboat and up, now we're talking. The snow lingers into early next week before tapering off, and it's one of these stretches that will just consistently improve conditions, and that's pretty much all we could ask for at the moment. In the Midwest, Sunday is going to be a great day because we have some snow in the forecast Saturday, January 3rd into Sunday, January 4th. And then a more organized system arrives Sunday into Monday. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Maybe some early week powder turns? I don't know. We'll have to see. And here in the East, it's been kind of the same old, same old. We had that thing that we were talking about last week where we had snow and then a brief warm up, and now it's fucking cold again. Which is great because honestly, we want to be able to make snow. We're still expanding terrain for those resorts on the East Coast that aren't exactly 100% open yet. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. Okay. But, obviously we want natural snow too. We want it all. We're greedy like that. New England is going to be cold and mostly dry. Hold on. I'm going to take a sip of my delicious beer because my throat is also getting cold and mostly dry. Next week, we have some brief snow chances early and then maybe a little bit of a warm up, so that'll taper off. In the Mid-Atlantic, we have some lake effect snow this weekend continuing in favored areas, mainly higher elevations, I would think. Several inches possible where the snow bands will linger. As always, you can head over to opensnow.com or download their mobile app to get more detailed information about your home mountain. Before we end the show, I want to switch gears a little bit and take a look at some of our December snow winners. Yeah. In third place, if we're handing out medals, third place, bronze, goes to Jay Peak in northern Vermont. The J Cloud delivered, and it leads the East in December snow. In second place, Canadian Rockies. That's right. Places like Lake Louise saw record-breaking December snowfall, so that was wonderful. And in first place, it's kind of like fantasy football. You have New England. They're projected to win 95%. And then their opponent, California in this case, 5% chance, right? Then all of a sudden, Monday Night Football rolls around and Puka Nacua throws up 70-something points. Now, I don't know what kind of league this is. I don't know if it's PPR or not, so, don't at me. But the point is, all of the stars had to align, and all of the players on that sad little roster suddenly had a breakout game. The best game of their season. Chris Olave, Puka Nacua, freaking Chase Brown. I'm still bitter about it. I was on the losing end of this resurgence that California had because they went from zero to hero. That's right. Number one is California, the Sierra Nevada, Tahoe region. They saw anywhere from 3 to 6 feet over the Christmas holiday in one storm. Whew. I came in fourth in fantasy football and I shouldn't have. I benched Trevor Lawrence twice. It's so annoying. I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's the show. I hope you guys have a great time this weekend wherever you find yourselves skiing or riding. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I will see you next week.